Good.
Love that show.
Pros, so many things.
Completely obsessed with it.
David, what are you drawing?
I don't know. I'm really nervous.
So that is exactly what this drink is inspired by. So everybody's here. We're going to talk about our favorite shows of 2019. To get that started, I asked you guys in advance to tell me what your favorite shows were of 2019, and we went ahead and crafted some cocktails for you. So the first drink I think we're going to make tonight is your drink,
Ooh.
Audrey. So tell us what your favorite show was.
So it's hard to pick a favorite, but if I had to, and I did, I went with The Politician on Netflix.
Why?
Rose, so many things. So fun, so like easy to breeze through. The characters were just so likable and crazy and interesting and all over the place. The houses that they lived in were just like over the top. The clothes, like I know you love Gwyneth Paltrow as well.
I love.
Every outfit she wore was amazing, and I just loved it.
So the drink that I made for you actually plays off of those things. So I was kind of inspired by the Georgina moment in the first episode where Ben goes out to her in the rose garden and she is just there in this wonderful like red taffeta Carolina Herrera dress with her red gloves, just trimming the rose bushes
as
casually.
you do.
So it's this really wonderful kind of rose moment. So it's a play on a gin fizz, so it's called the Georgina Fizz.
Genius.
See what I did there?
Genius.
I see it.
Imagine it.
I love it.
I present to you
Oh my God, just in time, Scott.
the Georgina Fizz.
That is really pretty.
Holy smokes.
So
Who else is getting drinks?
let's move on to the next one. Kayla,
Me?
why don't you tell me a little bit about your favorite show of 2019?
Okay, so one of my favorite shows in 2019 was Dead to Me.
Yes.
Good.
Love that
Good,
show.
good, good.
Okay, I have a thing for shows. I have a type. I like shows that are like have a mystery to it, but are also funny and with a little bit of drama. So I love Desperate Housewives. If there's a murder and there's like I don't know who did it and it's funny and it's drama, I love it. So this woman kills a lady's husband on accident by a drive-by, but she gets away with it, so she doesn't get caught. And her guilt is she's just riddled by her guilt. So she tries to befriend the widow of
Dun, dun, dun.
the man she killed and become her best friend, and the widow doesn't know, has no idea. So the whole season you're like, oh my God, because there's so many points where it comes close to her finding out
It's not okay.
you killed my husband.
Do you do this a lot? Just every time I see a person-sized dent in the front bumper of a car.
But there were a lot of really good twists in that whole season too.
I love a show like that.
Yeah. So makes this drink, Scott?
my
So
glass.
this is called the Hit and Run, apropos. Can I hand this to you, Audrey? This is the Hit and Run, complete with a car and just a little bit of blood splatter.
Oh yeah, I really want to try it now.
Look at that glitter.
It's so pretty.
If you hold it to the light,
Oh.
you can see.
Oh,
You lost
see,
your
that's
car.
what happened to the car though. Basically.
Here.
It's a reenactment.
You haven't had a drink till it's been soaked with a Matchbox
The car's
car.
just gonna stay inside.
There you go.
So my favorite show, completely obsessed with it. So much so that I love the theme song that I'm trying to learn how to play it on the piano, is Succession.
Yes.
One of the reasons why I love this show, I'm obsessed with this show, is because at first I was like, these are horrible people. I can't root for anybody in the show. Why do I need to keep going?
We have a major problem. He's erratic. He's making bad decisions. If he's not careful, he's going to destroy the company.
Emily, you gonna do something?
I think I'm the best option.
Oh, right, because you like playing boss.
And because of my amazing colleagues, they're like, please just keep going, give it a shot. So I did, and that is a decision I will never regret, because they are, you find a way to really root for them, even though you already know that they're really not good people.
Yeah.
I also love the fact that they are so ruthless because they are looking out for themselves. They have such amazing insults, like that quick and ready wit that I just don't have.
I guess technically I should take a swing at you.
Technically, I should call you libelous scum.
This whole family is a nest of vipers.
The issue here, sir, is that everyone hates you.
But But to your point, like the writing is so good.
So good.
And I mean, so much so that there's an article every week that counts down the greatest put downs and insults in every single episode.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you said that, David, because that is exactly what this drink is inspired by.
What a
Insults.
transition.
Oh my god! Did you know?
Yeah.
Could you
Oh,
pass
sorry,
that
sorry.
down? You're
Oh,
very good.
okay, so explain what this is.
Right.
Oh, and there's a piece of
So,
paper in here.
yes. I made you the cheapest, most expensive mocktail. What I loved about it was the kind of like your obsession with the quick jabs and like these like insults. So I included a little paper insult in there from the show. So that I thought I wouldn't move it too much because it's just no sugar. But yeah, also a little bit of gold leaf. So like, it is legit
fun.
the most expensive cheap drink ever.
Gold
So,
leaf. I love it.
enjoy.
Right up my alley. And for those of you who are watching, the insult is bore on the floor.
It's a game in season 2 that Logan uses to humiliate his underlings by asking them if they agree with the plan for this business plan. And when they lie to him, he makes them play bore on the floor, get on all fours, and eat like a piggy in this room.
Tom? Me? Yeah? Pierce? Yeah? Well, there's a lot of factors, but yes, I like it. I like it.
Bore on the floor over there.
3, Greg, oink! 2, 1.
All right, so
Sounds
David, why don't you tell me a little bit about your favorite show of 2019?
So while I do love all of these shows, the best show of 2019 was Yellowstone.
Jury's still out on that one, David.
Come on.
Okay, I will
Come
say, you know this. I came around to it.
Yes.
Because it's so, speaking of over the top, we talked about over the top a little bit, like, it's crazy.
It is.
The new chief is hungry for a fight. I'm gonna buy your ranch, and I'm gonna pull down every fence. It'll look like it used to when it was ours.
Here's the deal with Yellowstone. There's like more entertainment per minute than like any other show on TV.
How so?
In the sense that every minute the show is happening, someone is either dying or killing someone or beating someone up or falling off a horse or destroying a bar or punching someone or insulting. It's like Succession, but on a ranch in Montana. There are deaths in every episode, straight up like murders out in the desert. No one's ever been arrested in 2 seasons of Yellowstone. No one's ever held accountable. And it's just like this really beautifully shot show from Taylor Sheridan, who did Hell or High Water or Wind River, those movies. So it's like this really pulpy, soapy Western. But it's like so much fun to watch.
So I made you a little bit old country. So it's kind of a play on an old-fashioned, but like it's completely countryed up. But the best part, honestly, is the horse garnish, because you know what would Yellowstone be without a little bit of horse murder, and then also a rifle. I'm not sure how we're gonna fit this in here. So
Just throw it
Just
in
throw
there.
it
There you go.
There you
Just
go.
like the car.
Kayla drank a car drink. So.
there we go. So enjoy. Hopefully you like spicy things, David.
It's
Enjoy.
beauty and madness all in one.
There you go.
Isn't that what we're all here for?
Giddy up.
Giddy up. That's what it should be called.
The giddy up.
The giddy up.
Sorry.
There's some it's jalapeno forward, but it's good. It's good.
Are you hot?
It is. Yeah.
Convincing,
It's delicious.
David.
This is gonna be a murder no one's held accountable for.
That's perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. So my favorite show of 2019 was Euphoria. So, I mean, it's the perfect show for me. Over the top, realness, super fun. I was really obsessed with the cinematography, the crazy makeup, the music, which was just absolutely incredible. And then also, like, I don't know. I mean, you guys all watched it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you remember the 4th episode where they go to the fun fair and it's just like beautiful, like the whole story arc, the music, the everything. So my drink's kind of inspired by that. I wanted to do something that was like a little bit of a nod to a fun fair, but also like kind of bring in some of the cinematography elements and then some of the makeup. So it's just going to be a whole lot.
Is there
Very
glitter?
complicated.
It is. Oh, of course, there's glitter. There's always glitter. If there's a way to throw glitter into it, she'll find a way.
There was one of the episodes when they were riding their bikes home. I think
Through
they
the
talked
trees.
about this
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
like the neighborhood and the trees, and like the music was amazing and the lighting was amazing. Like it just looked like a movie.
Every episode
Like
was
going,
a movie.
yeah,
It
going
looked like
back
a
to
movie.
like Yellowstone being so cinematic, like Euphoria in a different way, was just like that.
Yeah, so this is my beautiful Euphoria drink.
What's the purple
Isn't she
garnish?
fun? So the purple garnish is just sugar salt or like sugar rim.
But it looks like her tear
does.
makeup.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Tears.
So that was the whole thing, and then we
Yeah.
have some silver stars in here, a little neon bracelet, and then yeah,
Love it.
it's gonna be delicious. Right. So coming back.
Come sit
Yeah,
and let's
come take a
toast.
sip.
Yeah, can we do a toast?
Yeah.
Thank you for working
I
so
know.
hard and making all these fun drinks.
These
know,
are also very thoughtful
do my
too.
best.
Wait, let's
So-
toast. This is to 2019.
2019.
And all of the
Yeah.
amazing TV
Yes.
Watch my
and
horse.
all.
To
Cheers,
2019.
the horse.
Yeah.
I'll take 3 more.
Sparkly delicious.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So good.
Okay.
All right, what's
Okay.
next?
All right.
Games.
Games. All right, guys. So I have a game I want to play with you guys because you know I'm always one for games. So before we started this, we all put 3 shows that we loved in 2019, whether it be new or returning or whatever. And so the point of the game is for us to pick a piece of paper and guess who wrote which show. So let's.
I think we're gonna ace this because I think we
Totally.
all pretty much know each other's tastes.
Will we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I hope I
Dun, dun,
tried to
dun,
put a
dun,
stumper in there.
Oh, sneaky.
Oh, all
Okay.
right.
Daybreak.
Oh, I have no idea. But I guess you're guessing, but I still have no idea.
No, we're all guessing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Hey,
are
don't
we?
leave me out here on a limb by myself.
Yeah, actually,
All
you know
right,
what?
all right.
Look, let's do it this
Wait,
way.
It was
Wait. I don't know.
You think it was me? Why?
Because it does have kind of like a kid's angle to it, and I think that might be why.
Okay. Anyone else?
Gosh.
I have a guess.
No.
Well, there goes my guess. I was gonna guess Kayla.
Unless she's just acting. Really
Oh,
well.
yes, you're a great actress.
I think it's Scott.
Oh.
Oh, it does fit Scott's horror.
You got me.
Explain the show to us.
So Daybreak is this really weird Netflix original show that's kind of set in this post-apocalyptic world where these high schoolers kind of wake up one day and this bomb has gone off and all of the people who are over like 30 are dead, or they turn into what they call ghoulies, which is like their version of a zombie.
That's my
It's-
irrational fear. Comes
It's super, super fun. It's really campy. It's kind of like Zombieland-esque in its like style. And there's like an unlikely hero. There's some really cool LGBTQ storylines in there. It's like a queer black lead who is also a samurai. And it's like he has his own episode that's narrated by the RZA, which is just phenomenal.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's
I think
it.
since it was you should pick next.
Okay.
Good call.
I'm gonna pick this.
Okay. This is okay. First off, before we start this one,
Yeah.
I need one of you guys to make the sound from this show. So it's Law and Order SVU.
Dun dun. I actually think it. I think it is.
I think it's Kayla.
Is it? Is it Kayla?
Yeah.
Oh!
She just said she loves murder mystery stuff.
Oh.
I like that. It doesn't get old. I don't know. Every story is always different, so it's like
Yeah.
I thought after like we're in like what season 17, so I figured I've seen every single special victim story there is to see, and there's always something, and then you also get to follow the characters home. So I don't know. I think.
Well, now it's like
a
pulling
great classic.
storylines from real life, like
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
ripped from the headlines
Yeah.
stuff.
All got their vests on?
Yeah, we're all good, Lou. Promise.
Okay, follow my lead.
The other two.
Ooh, I know.
I know too. As someone
I was
who's eating a macaron.
The other two, it's so rare that a comedy is as good as the other two is in its first season. Also in like the first episode, it was funny. And it's about the brother and sister. Think of it as like the other two just Biebers. Like there's Justin Bieber and then his older siblings. And the show is about the other siblings.
Yeah.
And they're both like kind of failures in life a little bit compared to their 15-year-old brother who has just had this massive internet success, and it follows them as they like try to find their way in life.
So I think the takeaway is that I need to date guys who literally have no idea who Chase is.
So you've never heard of Chase Dreams or his music?
Nah, I don't know who that is.
Perfect.
Only music I listen to is Fish. Seen him live 712 times.
Let's finish it. How many are
There's a
there?
ton of
We gotta move quick. We gotta move quick.
Okay.
As I just stand
One
here.
more.
Where's
Since
the crowd?
you started, so then you do one more, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Survivor.
Oh, David.
Wait, I didn't say Survivor.
Go,
Oh,
Kayla.
Twas I.
Wait, you
watched Survivor?
Yes.
It's you and me. We're the two people who are left.
Left that watched
It's us.
Survivor.
It's you and me. Mark Burnett's making it just for us.
Guys, tell me why
Yes.
you're still watching
Why?
this show.
Why?
Because it's just something about watching somebody trying to survive.
But like,
Wow. Okay, so wait. Let's just like rewind the tape a little bit.
No.
Murder. Watching people survive.
Being on stranded on an
Yeah.
island. Yeah, I mean, I like the strategy part and them doing like the games and things and like trying to con people, and I don't know. I like watching people's mistakes, like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Now you're gonna get voted out. Things like that.
well, it's like one of the few
It's
shows
interactive.
left from like the birth of the reality TV boom that's still on TV and
Yeah.
still getting
love
it done.
it.
And the show has changed over the years where in season 1, it was like, oh, you can't make a fire, or you can't catch this fish, or you're sleeping while everyone's chopping the palm fronds. You're out. Now it has nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter if you can survive or not. If you can just be the biggest a-hole on the tribe
Biggest, like, liar.
and lie,
Yeah.
cheat, and steal your way to the end,
Right.
you win. It's just a totally different game than it was 20 years ago.
It is very different.
But it's still good. They've managed to add things to the show and to the formula and change it up just enough that it still feels fresh.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know that it's gaining any new fans, but like Kayla and I still hanging on tight.
Diamond is still there.
Clearly.
Still hanging on.
Yeah.
Still hanging on.
Well, listen, I learned something new because I didn't know that you watched
I
that show
didn't
know.
along with David.
I do.
Well, there you go.
There you
One
go.
person to talk about it with.
Now you guys can
The more you
chat all
know.
you want.
Right.
So, kiddies, we're going to play this game. In this bowl are names of characters from shows that we all know and love.
Mm-hmm.
Your challenge is to draw that character and get everyone else to guess.
Can I draw first, please?
You can.
Awesome.
So, pick a name.
I'm not gonna look.
Oh,
All right.
I forgot we can't look at this.
No, you can't look.
Easy.
Easy.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
Is it totally gonna get this?
All
It's
right.
going to be
Okay.
really hard.
Go.
A person.
Holes.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Say that Spider-Man?
Eyebrows.
Oh, Schitt's Creek. The dude from Schitt's Creek.
Damn,
Dan Levy.
David.
I mean, the eyebrows gave it away.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I just watched a lot of
that
it.
was it. I didn't even need to finish my drawing. I was like, I
Great.
had a whole intense moment happening.
Oh, next step is to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
I understand that, but how do you fold it? Do you fold it in half like a piece of paper and drop it in the pot, or what do you do?
David, I cannot show you everything.
Okay, well, can you show me one thing?
Go.
Okay. Okay.
Trees. Apple trees. Apple.
Man and woman
Wait, what-
under-
what's happening
under
over there?
a tree.
Under a tree, apple.
Apples. Adam and Eve.
Holding an apple.
Not Adam.
No, you've killed Adam.
You killed Adam.
Adam's gone. Now it's Eve.
Killing Eve! Heyo!
Very good.
A woman is leading an operation to find you.
They won't catch me.
No, listen, they might. They won't.
What's her name?
Eve Polastri. Deal with her. Just be subtle.
I can be subtle.
Oh!
Hurry up, you're on the clock.
I have no idea.
Ooh.
Euphoria.
Spider-Man.
I keep saying Spider-Man.
Ah,
Snow, milk,
No.
a ghost.
Harry Potter. Oh, Elton John. David, what are you drawing?
I don't know. I'm really nervous.
It looks like Ronald McDonald.
Keep going. Microphone.
Oh, the Masked Singer.
No.
No?
The boy.
That was a good one.
I don't know what the hair looks like.
What is happening?
This is terrible.
Snow, a ghost.
This is
David.
really gone off the rails.
Rocky.
What is happening?
No.
Who's
It's
holding
supposed to
this
be a
microphone?
cane.
Old man.
It's one of my favorite shows of the year.
What?
Yellowstone.
Microphone.
No, it's not Yellowstone.
There's no horses.
Okay.
What is that?
This shish kebab?
Wedding cake.
Oh.
The first
Trophy.
birthday.
It's a trophy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's extravagant first birthday.
Trophy.
Trophy cake.
And beautiful. And they're coming out.
Oh my
And
goodness.
there's
Miss America.
sparkles are flying around.
Dancing with the Stars.
And they're.
America's Got Talent.
And this person's calling, and this person's coming out, and oh, they're so beautiful.
Not an award show.
And,
America?
and they're voguing, and they're voguing.
Oh! That is like Billy Porter.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
This is very clearly Pray Tell
David!
from Pose.
Can we get a picture?
Not
Oh my
obvious.
God.
Is this not obvious?
And that is how you do a ball.
Best of 2019. We've all contributed to this Best of 2019 collection that is a curation of all of our favorite shows of the year, including the 100 Best of Everything, which is TV, movies, kids, music, all in one giant countdown. It's one of my favorite collections of the year where we just celebrate all the things that we're talking about here, but we also do a lot of collections and curations of our own all throughout the year, and I'm curious what some of your favorites are.
Rose, would you like to start?
Yes.
Actually, my favorite one would have to be Happy Stuff. I'm staying on brand.
Yeah. Well done.
It is. I thought you guys I thought we all did a really, really good job with that. I thought that was really fun. So, I mean, it's so easy. You want to be in a good mood, then you go in there. It has everything in there. It has a one-stop shop for everything if you want to be happy. You know, music, TV, all of that good stuff.
And just say happy stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Happy stuff into your X1 voice remote.
Kayla.
That's a great change of pace from all this darkness and
Yes.
and murder.
I mean, all of your darkness. Yeah.
No, I think the favorite collection that I made from this year was for our Black History Month campaign, which was called For the Culture. And it was just this big collection of celebrating Black culture and, you know, looking at where we are now and TV and movies, all these amazing lead roles, new music, and just embracing that. And so that was my favorite collection from the year. And you can also say For the Culture into your X1 voice remote to see everything.
So cool. I guess I'm going to go back to the stuffs that Rose mentioned. And since it's fresh in my brain, pizza stuff was a collection that I made recently that I think you've all seen. So October was National Pizza Month, but it really just applies anytime because everyone loves pizza. True. So it was really fun to build because it was like, you know, what are the elements of pizza, dough, sauce, and cheese, what shows fit into those buckets, movies with pizza, shows with pizza, classic pizza commercials, like the Ninja Turtles, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And it's just super fun that we get to do this for our job.
Wait, can I interject? Because one of my favorite of yours that you did was the TV horoscopes.
Oh, yeah.
I loved that one.
Yeah.
That was really fun. What, like, maybe getting us off track, but what inspired you to even create that?
So, I mean, I'm a weirdo and I like horoscope stuff and I believe that, much to a lot of people's chagrin, that it's real.
A messy astrologer.
Yes, I'm an amateur astrologer, so I just thought it would be fun to take some of like the elements of the zodiac signs and kind of tie that to television. So like Capricorns are known for being like having a strong will, so it was like indulgent shows for Capricorns, or Geminis are known for being like funny, so it was like comedies for Geminis. And it was just really fun to build, and it was something that we can always go back to. So every month we can just call back to people like, hey, you're a Pisces, like here's like the shows that fit your sign.
Yeah.
So it's just a way to keep it going all year round for people that want to check in with what they should be watching.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you.
Thanks.
Rose, what was the favorite collection of mine?
David,
Yeah.
let me think.
You
It
don't
was
know
probably the
anything
90s stuff.
Yes!
Oh.
You thought I didn't know.
I thought you didn't know.
What?
Stuff.
90s stuff.
90s stuff. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we all love our stuff collections, but 90s is like
Yeah.
one of my personal favorites just because as some sort of a digital pack rat, it's fun to like take all of that stuff that's like in your attic and put it into a collection. So you can watch all these 90s shows and relive like TGIF and the Disney afternoons and SNCC and commercials from the 90s, toys commercials, music.
Yeah.
The commercials are my favorite part, just kind of going back and watching all of those. It's
They
blast from
are.
the past.
So it's like really like a deep dive into vintage entertainment.
Vintage entertainment.
Scott.
Scotty, what about you?
I guess my favorite would be either queer horror, which has been around for a little bit. So it's probably not the best one for 2019, but also the TV tasting menu, which also keeping on brand. So it was just kind of a fun way to kind of like present summer television this year. So we did flights of different shows that were kind of had similar themes. We had TV for people who wanted something with a slightly darker tasting, vibe, which, featured some of the shows that we have here. Kayla. Very on brand again. But then it also had House Red, White, and Sparkling, which was all just pointing to House, the show. It's really wonderful.
Clever, so clever.
So yeah, definitely something to check out. TV tasting menu on your X1. But guys, we can't even forget to talk about our editors pages because that was the most exciting part of 2019. I think was being able to put all of the stuff that we create and all the things that we love out there.
For me, I thought it was such a fantastic way to find out more about you guys. I feel like we spend a lot of our time at work talking about content, talking about shows and movies all the time, but to really see, and get into your mind via like our editor pages and what we have actually got to create to describe us, I thought that was amazing. Like there are a lot of things that I saw that I didn't think I thought I knew, but maybe there's so much more to know about you. Like Scott, I love your, this is who would play me in a movie. This is who I would really want to play me in a movie.
But what I like about our editor pages is like they're kind of like our own personal GeoCities or like Angel Fire web pages, but like much more polished. And it's just kind of like all this stuff that we love out there for people to hopefully enjoy and realize that like maybe they align with some of our tastes. So that whenever someone wants like some TV show from the 90s or Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club, they will come to you or I.
Or they might discover something new, right?
Yeah.
True.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. What is old is new again. So.
Right.
Because we watch a lot of new stuff.
All
And
the
old
time.
stuff.
A lot of old
And
stuff.
all of old stuff.
We watch a lot of stuff.
It was great hanging out with you guys. And those of you at home, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And be sure to catch our Best of 2019 curation. Just say Best of 2019 into your X1 voice remote.
Yeah, and definitely check out our editors pages. You can say hang out with Scott, Audrey, David, Kayla, Rose, whoever you want, and just find out a little bit more about us.
Yeah, and let's raise a toast to 2019 and to season 2 of Xfinity Hangouts in 2020.
Yay!
Cheers!
Cheers!
Hangouts!
See you next year.
Yum.
Nailed it.
And cut.
Great job, guys. Go team.
You got play, girl.
Oh, you don't drink it all the way down?
I need to know. I said nothing.
I don't hide my candy anymore.
No regrets.
There's nothing
where I'm like, you know what I really wish I would have done?
Autograph every part of the human body.
I love it. I cannot wait till the cameras are rolling. Yeah.